We ignore what works because it's not interesting. And that's what sucks about the things that work is they're not interesting. Now, why is that? It's because there's no novelty in simplicity. There's no hack, right? There's no excitement. There's no dopamine hit. Because it's simple to do. You just go right into it. The reward typically comes further down the road. And sometimes exercise, for example, dieting, for example, way further down the road. There's no dopamine hit. It doesn't flood your system, right? Welcome to DFW Grit. I'm Dr. James Taylor and I'm your host, and this is more than just a podcast. We dive into the stories of the movers, the shakers, the small business owners, the entrepreneurs, right here in the DFW Metroplex. This is your home for authentic, real stories that prove what happens when you don't back down. Let's get to work. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of DFW Grit. As always, I'm your host, Dr. James Taylor, and I feel like I've been too hard on you. I feel like I've been coming down on you too much lately. So what I want to do today, I want to tell you what works. I want to tell you what works and why I don't do it as often as I should. So it seems like, and I didn't go back and do any research to verify this, but I woke up this morning and I'm like, man, I feel like every episode I've been doing has been, you should do this and you should do this. And this is what I do. And this is why you should do it. And don't get me wrong. It's all very good advice. According to a survey I made up for that statement right there. But I wanted to lighten it up a little bit today. I wanted to make it a little bit easier, so to speak. So today I want to go through the stuff that works and why sometimes I still don't do it, but I'm getting better. So, because like the thing is, like we all have information, and again, that's all this is. This is just some information for you. I hope you take it in. I hope you should get some kind of action from it. But it is, we all have an absurd amount of information. What we lack is we lack the action to do it. And I say we intentionally, including myself. So it's not a matter of too much information or seeking more information. It's a matter of execution on the things that we know will actually work. Because we already know what works. We just got to do it. And we see this stuff all the time. It's, coming on Monday full of, old man saying full of piss and vinegar, ready to go. And then that starts to fade by, Wednesday at lunch and Thursday and Friday. It's a vicious cycle. In the words of the great philosopher, Fat Bastard. I mean, heck, we know we should cut back on eating crap. We know we should cut back on drinking. We know we should cut back on our phones. We know the routine that works. It's literally just a matter of doing it. The frustrating part in the whole thing isn't that we don't know what to do. That's not frustrating at all. It's not that we don't know what to do. It's that we've already proven to ourselves what works, and we still don't do it. Like with the again, cliche, the proof is in the pudding. I've done XYZ before and I know it's worked. Why don't I continue to do XYZ? Because odds are the XYZ that worked was really easy. And we had a little I can't think of the word off the top of my head, but like, we had this burst. There we go. We had this burst of energy and execution, and we did it. I mean, hell, January 1st, perfect example. You kick off any sort of resolution, and you do great for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, give or take, something like that. And then we kind of get back into our old habits and our old routines, the easy stuff that we do. So today isn't about new struggles in any way, shape, or form. It's about the simple things that make your life better immediately. The simple things that make your life better immediately, and why we still ignore them. So let's go through some simple things. Now, simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. I mean, they're easy to initiate, but maybe not necessarily easy to do. And we're talking about simple things like, working out, waking up early, cooking at home. I actually said earlier this week, I've got food at home. I don't need to go to Baja. Nothing against Baja. The food is delicious and it's prepared for you. You don't have to do it. But I said this week, I don't need to go to Baja. I've got food at home. I mean, it's those little things. It's the simple stuff to do that's not necessarily easy to do. Simple habits are easy to understand, but they're hard to respect. Let that land. Simple habits are easy to understand, but they're hard to respect. Now, why is that? It's because there's no novelty in simplicity. There's no hack, right? There's no excitement. There's no dopamine hit. Because it's simple to do. You just go right into it. The reward typically comes further down the road. And sometimes exercise, for example, dieting, for example, way further down the road. There's no dopamine hit. It doesn't flood your system, right? Hey, you got in shape. What'd you do? What was your hack? Oh, I worked out 5 days a week for 3 years. Oh, damn. That's just one sentence. We ignore what works because it's not interesting. And that's what sucks about the things that work, is they're not interesting. So, what happens? We start to drift. We stop deciding, right? I've said in past episodes, I don't negotiate with myself. I try not to. You don't wake up one day and decide to have a bad week. You just kind of fall into it. You just kind of let it happen. You stop making decisions and decisions get made for you. That's really what it comes down to. If you stop making decisions, decisions will get made for you. Like, I mean, shoot, back in the day, I've seen the memes like this and I've lived this myself, and I'm sure some of you guys have too. I'm going to go for one drink. Then you get the phone call at 2 a.m. Where are you? Shit. I'm going to have one drink. Hell, I took a week off from working out once, and that lasted 6 months. It's quite the drift. Scrolling. Scrolling is a wonderfully perfect example, and it happens, I wanted to say daily, but now, I mean, shoot, it happens hourly. Like, there's been a number of times. Giselle, I had her on, a few episodes back, and one of the compliments I gave her, and I meant this with all sincerity, was I'll be scrolling, and it's her stories that will make me put my phone down, but like in the best way, because her stories are always like, get off your ass, go do something. It's like, oh yeah, you're right. I should do that. Because again, we don't wake up and we don't decide to have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month. We stop deciding, and then that kind of stuff happens. It's called the drift, right? We slowly drift. All the bad things don't happen at once. So when you stop making decisions, your habits become made for you, is really what it comes down to. If you don't fill your time with intention, it will fill itself with whatever is easiest. And again, easy and simple aren't synonymous with one another. They can be, but they're not necessarily, because life adores a vacuum, right? And it will absolutely fill that vacuum. So when you're thinking of this, if there's any sort of realizations that are kind of hitting you, like, ah, shit, he's right. I want you to know, like, you're not broken. This isn't something wrong with you per se. You're just undisciplined. We are just, yeah, not even you. We are just undisciplined over and over and over again. But the best part about that is, if we're undisciplined over and over and over again, there's a chance that in those divisions, the separations of undiscipline, there might be little hints of discipline going on in there. So let's stick with those things. Most of us don't necessarily need a reset per se. We don't need to wait for Monday. We don't need to wait for January 1st. We need to stop negotiating with the things that already work. And again, I'm saying we with intention. Like I said, I don't negotiate with myself. Parenthetical, not period. I don't negotiate with myself. Parenthetical, but I still try to from time to time. So, here are things that fix my day every single time. Number one, go work out. And working out can mean whatever it is you want it to mean, as long as you make this one promise. It involves moving your body, right? Like look at this body. Working out for me does not include running, right? You don't get a body like this running places. Okay, I like to lift things up and put them back down over and over and over again. If that's not your style, cool. It doesn't have to be, but go move your body. Number two, cook a meal at home. Don't go out to eat so much. Go home, cook a meal. Put your phone down. Go outside. If you got kids, this should be really easy because make them go outside. I do this at home. Hey, kids, go outside as I sit on the couch. No, just I'm going to go outside with my kids. I'm going to go get some sunlight. Going to go get some activity. Stick to the routine because none of these are groundbreaking. I'm not charting any new waters here, but every single one of these things works. And it will work to get you into a better state than where you're currently at. And not saying that you're in a bad state, but we could all stand to have a little bit of improvement in our lives. Because the problem isn't knowing these things. We already know these things. It's respecting them enough to do it anyway. And that's where, in some sense, where the struggle comes in. Now, why don't we do these things? Because we know the right answer. We know the stuff to do. We want something new. We want something easier. We want something faster. Going back to that diet example, that working out example. We want something that feels like progress without the effort. That can't happen. The laws of physics declare that it can't happen. Conservation of energy, like all that jazz, if you will. We keep looking for better answers instead of doing what we know already works, instead of doing the things that we already have before us. So, if your life doesn't need a major overhaul this week, and I'll tell you right now, it doesn't. Your life does not need a major overhaul this week. All it needs is for you to do 3 to 5 things over and over and over again. Make a promise to yourself. Don't negotiate with yourself. Because the fact of the matter is, simple works. And it works every single time, as long as you're willing to do it. So I'm going to have a little insert for you, a little motivation for you, like I do with each and every one of these solo episodes. Go over to dfwgrit.com, download the field manual, and I'll help you flesh this thing out in a way that pertains to you in your life. I'll help you figure it out for you. Like I said, dfwgrit.com, go to the field manual tab and download this episode's field manual. And we'll figure out the simplest way to improve your life, to make it work better. And it will. It works every single time. And why does it work? Because it's simple. I hope this helps you guys. Because like I said, from the very beginning, my intent for you is to learn something from these episodes, because you will learn more here by accident than elsewhere by design. It's just that simple, as the outline has declared for us. So, as always, guys, like, share, follow. I will catch you on the next episode of DFW Grit. We'll see y'all later.